Men hiked, transcending the physical, embracing the spiritual. Welcome, everybody. A hiking mishap on August 15, 2021 nearly killed me. My family and I hiked at Panama Rock in southern New York, above Pennsylvania. I fell 15 feet while climbing a boulder with my brother and others. Hitting a boulder face first turned everything black. This encounter was life-changing, especially because my kid was due in a month. I thought I missed her life at first. I was in complete darkness, afraid, anxious, and lonely. It felt interminable, like I'd been there for millennia. In the dark, I heard my voice, but it wasn't familiar. It yelled at me to get up, but I felt exhausted. I had to decide whether to keep these negative feelings or convey love to my family. Time slowed as I fell. I thought of my daughter, family, and I wish I had done more. I lamented my damaged relationship with my father and wanted to apologize. I thought I had lost it when I hit the rock and went blank. In this out-of-body experience in the darkness, which felt like millions of years, I became hungry and thirsty as my energy drained. Like I had nothing more to give, I had to decide if I could see my family's faces. I saw my parents, brothers, and girls' expressions, and I felt like it was waiting for me to decide. Do I go back and tell them I love them, or do I let this go? I chose to return and tell everyone I love them. I wanted to ask my father for forgiveness and connect with him, to be better than myself. The instant I made that decision, I re-entered my body. I talked to myself before I opened my eyes because I assumed everyone would be around me except him. He was the only one present when I opened my eyes, despite my belief that we had a rough relationship. Everyone was shocked. My brother arrived later, but he was on the boulder, so it took longer. It was just the significance of me thinking he wouldn't be there to him being alone. God showed me something that day, He did. After a month, I was taken up. I was afraid of that experience since I couldn't explain it. I felt alone during this procedure because I'd never heard of it and couldn't relate to anyone. No matter how hard I explained it, nobody seemed to understand me. Unanswered questions worried me most. That happened in August and September 2021. My daughter was born October 2021. I sat down with my dad 3 weeks after the time I remembered. He came over randomly to give her gifts, and it was just him and me in the house. I begged his pardon then, because symbolically, I sought $10,000 from him all along, but never got it. Not because he didn't want to give me $10,000, but because he didn't have it. After realizing that, I sat him down and pleaded for forgiveness. Knowing life is short, I reconciled with him. Relationship building began with this revelation. I had strong sights in October 21. I easily absorbed knowledge in a big library. Another vision saw souls in a dark space seeking understanding. I entered a world of bright light and profound tranquility, feeling at home. These visions made me realize the value of empathy and understanding. The next day, my memory faded, starting over. After experienced death's calm, I no longer feared it. Knowing energy lasts forever, I accept life's changes. Honestly, I felt like I was next to the sun. I can only describe that accurately. I felt like I was standing next to the sun, and the energy it was releasing made me revere it. It completely satiated me. My battery reached 100% for the first time, and things clicked. Okay, I understand this now. I believe that was the source of everything, and I believe that our galaxy's source is the sun. Without the sun, what would exist? I realized that many people think we're looking for a sun, but should be comprehending the sun as the root of everything here. We're linked to everything. Everything would end without the sun. The sun is first and last. Though I haven't had vision since then, I've been learning more about life, how we're connected, why we're connected, what we're experiencing, and why we're here. I recognize that everything in nature is God, and if you're organic, you're part of it. I had an ego death because releasing the ego means realizing you're part of something bigger. Realize that your ego is a drop in a large ocean, and our egos want us to think we need it. We don't need it, it needs us. That's its trick. It'll deceive us and fill us with frightening things. It sends us internal threats such, don't do that. Learning to let rid of the ego. During my encounter, I was convinced I was dying, thus my ego departed, shredded, and disappeared. I feel God has something bigger for me, though. God gave me this sorrow to appreciate my blessing. This method taught me what spirituality is. Everyone has a definition of spirituality, but I think everyone is confused. I think spirituality is about becoming human, not becoming a spirit. We're here and in this body for that. We're here to experience humanity, make errors, and learn from them. Learn respect, compassion, honor, trust, and truth to become better than yesterday. That's God's love and message. I never studied a book since nature was first. Nature shows the good, bad, and ugly. Without bad, you'll never know good. The world today faces more than good versus evil. Instead, it's about facing fear and making decisions that benefit all life on Earth. Love and compassion are crucial because our acts today affect our future. Before my daughter's birth, I discovered myself by reflecting on my father's background and learning about human interactions. I gave up on fate and accepted God's plan and conscious choice. I've come to regard humans as part of nature and the universe. Self-love is essential for giving fully to others. Our growth depends on educating ourselves with facts rather than blind ideas. Nature teaches fundamental truths about life. I now see the spirituality in natural elements like the wind, which nourishes all life. Despite my earlier mistrust, I was atheistic till my experiences lead me to spirituality. I valued religion's love-based teachings. Seeking common ground and keeping an open mind is essential in today's fragmented environment when misunderstandings are prevalent. The Father believes every life on earth is equal after extensive investigation and serious analysis. Thus, thinking you're better than others is a deception. Everyone is equal and can love. Don't know where to locate God's word. Look in your heart. Who are they to say your heart is wicked? You got your heart for a reason. If God is love and love is in the heart, home is there. Heaven is subjective. Everyone has their own idea. Follow the golden rule. Treat people as you wish to be treated. Simple as that.